Hi there. In today's video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to connect your social media to your Squarespace website. Before we begin, let me introduce myself if we haven't already met. I'm Meg. I'm a yoga and meditation teacher turned Squarespace web designer for wellness pros, and I'm also the founder of Floating Lotus Design. I'm here to help you elevate your wellness website and your business without the tech overwhelm. All right. So I'm just going to take you over to my demo site and walk you through how easy it is to add your social media to your Squarespace website. Let's go. All right, so here we are over in my demo site, and to get your social links added and highlighted on your website is really super easy. So to start, we're going to come over to your main navigation and you're going to click on Settings. And from there, boom, social links. So here I have a couple set up already. I have my YouTube channel and my email added on. And if you wanted to add something else, say your Instagram, your Facebook, you can just click here and click links. You can add, just type it in, web address of whatever you want or the email address, and that will add the link. So you can add as many as you like, pretty much. One thing to note here, you can also change the order by dragging and dropping here. And you'll also be able to do that later as well. So real simple. You just want to make sure you've got them all entered correctly. You can click on them here and confirm that you've got the correct website. And you can also click on or off whether or not you want to have the icon to show. So I'd say, for example, if you always wanted to have it show, leave it on. So that's just kind of a helpful hint. I'll come back out here. So where are you going to add these and how do you put them in your website? So let's come over here to the page. I'm going to hit edit. And one of the most common places that people highlight their social links is in the footer. So if I come down to my footer, I click edit footer. And again, I am in the 7.1 and I'm using Fluid Engine. If you're not using Fluid Engine, you're just going to add a block as you normally would, but you're going to hit the plus sign here and block, and I'm going to come down here under basics and just choose social links. And look, there they are. I'm just going to drag these over here so they're a little bit easier to see. And then I can edit them from here. So I'm going to center them in this box. And then to edit, again, here is where you could add another one if you need to. If you forgot one, you want to add another one. If I click in here, I can, as I mentioned before, I could say, I don't want to show YouTube down here, so I'm going to turn it off. But just turning over to design, this is where you can kind of have some fun with it. So you can choose your border style. I'm going to move this so you can see this a little better. You can choose knockout, you can choose outline, you can choose solid, round, and you can adjust the size. They can get really big. You know, for footer, usually extra small or small is just fine. And you can kind of play around here. Again, that just defaults to going there, and that is how you would set them up. That's how you would add them to your footer. What if you wanted to add them to your main navigation, the header of your site? So for that, you would go up and click Edit Site Header. I am going to move this so it's a little bit more easy to see. And you're going to click on Elements. And again, just turning on social links. You'll see they've kind of shown up here in a crazy spot. I'm going to make these larger just so you can see them. You just do that by dragging. Choose solid so they stand out. And they'll go by the default colors of your section. And I'm going to head back. Now, you'll say, like, okay, Meg, this looks a little crazy. They're behind here. A quick note is that for this particular demo site, I have some custom code to split my navigation menu around my logo. So that's why it looks like that. But let's just click over to desktop here and choose a different layout. And you'll be able to see this a little bit better. Where the social links show up will be dependent on the header layout that you've selected. So let me move my logo over. Just ignore that the menu is a little wonky, but you'll see by doing that, my social links have populated over here to the right. Not as much flexibility as you do in the footer for drag and drop, and they're going to pretty much show up in line with your navigation menu. but you do have the ability to play around with the size and the shape and which ones you want to have show up in your main navigation. Okay, so where else can you put this? You can highlight a social link anywhere pretty much in your website. So here's just a blank section. If you click Add Block, again, just like we did in the footer, click Social Links and it'll show up. And you can continue to play around with the design and the size and whatever you want it to look like. Here's some extra large ones. Let's go with round to outline. And again, in terms of your content, you can say, well, I just want the email one here, so I'm going to turn that one off. And now it just has the email. And so maybe you have a button or something where you want to say, check my email out. You can add a social link anywhere in your website that you want to. But those are kind of the 3 basic ways to do. I hope you found that tutorial helpful. If you did, I'd love it if you'd hit that like button down below to let me know. And if there's other things that you'd like to see me cover here on the channel, feel free to drop me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to check out the links in my description. You can find out ways you can work with me if you need help maintaining or building your website. And there's also some great free resources and other links down there you may find helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.